ESPN has lost about 2 million domestic subscribers over the past 12 months, according to Disney's newly released annual report. Since 2011, ESPN has lost 15 million subscribers, which is a $1.44 billion a year in lost revenue. With ESPN in the middle of billion-dollar contracts to air MLB, NBA, and NFL games and highlights, many are questioning what this could mean for the future of sports broadcasting. To help answer some of those questions, I'm here with Abenstein, Emmanuel, Tobe. So, guys, should ESPN be worried about these declining views? Emmanuel, what do you think?
I think so, but mostly because of what you said regarding the contracts. They have a $5.6 billion contract with the MLB, a $12.6 billion contract with the NBA that they just signed, $15.2 billion contract with the NFL. Not only that, we have the NFL, Major League Soccer, and Major League Baseball contracts ending before 2022. You're going to have to start paying these, and they're going to want more money just like the NBA got. So when we're looking at the revenue that ESPN is losing, it's not like some of the other channels that, cable cord cutting is affecting them, and they can just afford to lose viewers because ESPN has to have these contracts, and they have to keep paying all of these different sports programs. So to me, they have to start looking at these numbers.
I agree. I think it is a big issue that they are losing a lot of subscribers every year, and it's costing them tens of millions of dollars every single year in revenue, and it's just not sustainable. ESPN, Disney, they have a lot of money already, but they're still flowing a lot of money into these contracts, into these TV deals with these leagues, and I mean, it won't be sustainable. It might be sustainable for this TV deal that they have with the NFL and the NBA, but not for the future.
I mean, I think you can tell that it's not. I think it's not sustainable right now. I mean, since 2015, ESPN has laid off 400 employees. Yet they're still somehow paying Michelle Beadle, basically the cast of Get Up, $16.5 million a year in total. So I mean, I think it's not sustainable, but I think we have to look at how ESPN is spending their money. Is it right for them to really be kind of giving these large contracts to these three individuals who Michelle Beadle's not even on Get Up anymore? And then compared to, we have all of these different other people, Trent Dilfer, different analysts who have been on ESPN for years, for decades, and now they're kind of getting the boot just because, hey, we got to afford Get Up.
We're losing big name guys, Mark Stein, but also we're getting new shows. We had High Noon with Bomani Jones. Katie Nolan gets a new show every week, it feels like. So what can ESPN do to kind of slow down this decline in numbers and cord cutting?
Oh, they head over to streaming, just like everybody else. I mean, they already introduced ESPN Plus, which is their streaming service. You can stream live sporting events. You can stream their original content on there. It's a smart move by them. They already have 1 million new subscribers to that, and it just opened up last year. If they continue to promote ESPN Plus and streaming, and people who cut their TV deals, they go cord cutting, and they go towards streaming and ESPN Plus, I think ESPN will be fine. I think they just need to really promote ESPN Plus.
I don't know how I feel about that because, if we're looking at how ESPN Plus's numbers are doing, a lot of people are actually kind of disappointed with their amount of subscribers. They're expecting more people. But I think if you look at, the different avenues that we have to watch sports nowadays, like let's say I just want to watch football, college football, NFL, just NFL, NFL Network, NFL Red Zone. I think if you're ESPN, you're expecting people to decrease, you're expecting your viewership to decrease because there are just so many different places where you can watch sports and watch highlights and watch people talk about sports nowadays.
But going off of that, if ESPN can't slow down this decline and they lose a lot of money, what's the future of watching sports look like?
I think it's kind of similar to what the future is right now in terms of just so many different avenues and medias to watch sports and to watch highlights and stuff like that. We see YouTube actually coming up, and YouTube for me is where I watch most of my my highlights because it gives me 7 minutes concise videos, and that's it. So
see,
different avenues.
I kind of disagree actually. The live sports will always be best presented on live television. And even if there's live streaming, live television is still 30 seconds to a minute ahead. People are always still going to go to the bars, to the TV set to watch these games. So even if ESPN loses their contract and can't afford it, I'm 100% sure that there's other broadcasters like Turner Broadcasting that would love to pick up these deals and continue streaming them on live TV. Because again, that's where all the ads are. That's where they're going to make most of their money. Live television still.
I could see that, but I just see, like I said, nowadays the amount of people who are watching 3 hours of a game,
it's
definitely going down.
People are going to watch sports. It's just about where they're going to watch them. You're going to find out in not so distant future, though. That's all the time we have left. When we come back, we'll be discussing NFL teams that have a shot at the Super Bowl.